Hello students, as in the previous videos I have completed with my part 2 that covered up two topics, states of matter and diffusion. States of matter had detailed explanation of solids, liquids and gases. So whatever points we have covered up with respect to solids, liquids, gases and diffusion, based on that we will starting up with a very new topic. Can we change the state of matter? Can we change the state of matter? Now, what does this line mean? We know we have three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. The question is, can we change them? Can we convert solid into liquid? Can we convert liquid into solid? Can we convert liquid into gas, gas into liquid, solid into gas? क्या हम इन सब चीज़ों को एक दूसरे में convert कर सकते हैं? This is the topic which we are going to deal with in our part 3, right? Starting off with the first thing, three states of matter: solids, liquids, gases. These arrows shows that they are interconvertible. That means solids can change into liquid, liquid into solids and vice versa. Fine. Now, these are interconvertible into each other by two factors. There are two natural factors in the environment which can effectively lead to their conversion. The first one is temperature, the second one is pressure. And let me tell you, we will study both in detail. Effect of temperature on the change of state of matter, effect of pressure on change of state of matter. Concluding मतलब जो मैटर हमने पढ़ा स्टार्टिंग में, जो चैप्टर का नाम था, वो मैटर के हमने तीन टाइप्स पढ़े: सॉलिड, लिक्विड, गैस, की वो तीन सिचुएशंस में एग्जिस्ट कर सकता है, तीन फॉर्म्स में एग्जिस्ट कर सकता है, उसके तीन रूप है. अगर इफ़ आई से इन प्रिसाइज हिंदी, मैटर के तीन रूप है: सॉलिड में, लिक्विड में, गैस में. अब वो क्या एक दूसरे में कन्वर्ट हो सकते हैं, ये हमें इस टॉपिक में डील करना है. एंड वो हो सकते हैं कन्वर्ट, इसका आंसर हमें मिल चुका है. बट कौन से दो फैक्टर्स की वजह से हो सकते हैं? टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर. कि दो ऐसे फैक्टर है जिनकी वजह से दिस कैन हैपन, एक टेम्परेचर, एक प्रेशर. नाउ अप्लाइंग टेम्परेचर और प्रेशर. टेम्परेचर से क्या होगा? या तो आप either you will decrease the temperature or you will increase the temperature. Either you will provide heat or you will give coolness. Both of them will increase or decrease the kinetic energy. If you will increase the temperature, that means the kinetic energy of the particles will increase. If you will decrease the temperature, that means kinetic energy of the particles will decrease. So this will affect their movement and thus change the state of matter. How will this change the state of matter? We have already studied in the previous video now that if kinetic energy of the particles increase, like for example, there is a substance which is solid in nature, the particles are very tightly packed, but you provide it a lot of heat, that means you raise its temperature. Now when you are continuously providing the heat to the temperature, you are continuously providing temperature to that substance, you are providing a lot of energy. उसको इतना हाई आपने पका लिया है कि उसके जो पार्टिकल्स हैं उन्होंने वो बॉन्ड जो एक दूसरे के बीच था उसे तोड़ दिया. They have broken the force of attraction bond which was present between them. So now when the force is broken, they will start moving here and there. When they will start moving here and there, they will get automatically converted into liquid, because liquid has this property that the particles have little movement between them. Further, when you continue providing heat, you continue raising the temperature, the particles are still at height, they are very continuously moving because they have raised kinetic energy. आपने उनको इतनी हीट दे रखी है कि उनकी एनर्जी डबल, ट्रिपल, 4 टाइम्स हो गई है, क्वाड्रपल्ड हो गई है. अब इतनी एनर्जी इंक्रीज होने के बाद जो वो पार्टिकल्स हैं, दे हैव क्रॉस्ड ऑल द बैरियर्स एंड दे हैव स्प्रेड इनटू द एयर. नाउ व्हेन दे हैव स्प्रेड वेरी फार अवे, which state of matter has this property? Gas, that the particles are very far away from each other. So hence the product has now been converted into gaseous state. Now you understand that how this temperature is affecting the states of matter. Similarly, pressure will also do the same. If you will decrease the pressure, you will apply a lot of pressure on anything. For example, there is a container into which gas is spread randomly here and there. So you have applied a pressure on it. What will that pressure do? That pressure will concise your gas to a limited थिंग. नाउ व्हेन दैट ऑल दोज पार्टिकल्स, जब उनको प्रेस, गैस के पार्टिकल्स को आपने इतनी तेज प्रेशर दिया कि वो प्रेस होके एक जगह बैठ गए. सो नाउ व्हेन दे हैव कम क्लोज टू ईच अदर, दैट मीन्स गैस हैज कन्वर्टेड इनटू लिक्विड. बट नाउ यू आर कंटिन्यूसली अप्लाइंग प्रेशर, और आपने इतना प्रेशर उनको अप्लाई किया कि वो जो उनके पार्टिकल्स हैं वो आपस में जुड़ गए हैं एक दूसरे से. नाउ व्हेन दे हैव क्लोजली बॉन्डेड विथ ईच अदर, दैट मीन्स दे हैव कन्वर्टेड इनटू solids, because solid only has this property of combines, where sitting very close to each other. So I hope now you have understood that how is this conversion taking place. Moving ahead, see effect of change in temperature on interconversion of states of matter. जो पहली स्लाइड में मैंने समझाया, that is the basis. If you have understood that, all the further coming 7 slides are just a matter of 2 minutes for you. Okay, see decrease in temperature. टेम्परेचर को हमने कम कर दिया है. टेम्परेचर कम किया मतलब हीट कम हो गई है. हीट कम हो गई है मतलब काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम हो गई है. काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम होने से क्या हुआ, मूवमेंट कम हो गई. मूवमेंट कम होने का मतलब कि जो फोर्स ऑफ पार्टिकल्स हैं वो एक दूसरे के साथ बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्गली बॉन्डेड है. दैट मीन्स पार्टिकल्स आराम से अपनी जगह पर बैठ गए हैं. नाउ व्हेन द पार्टिकल्स हैव सैट ऑन देयर प्लेसेस, दैट मीन्स द कन्वर्जन हैज़ टेकन प्लेस. दैट मीन्स if particles have tightly been sat together in one place, that means they have developed some tighter force of attraction between them. Thus they have converted into solids. जो गैस था वो लिक्विड बना, जो लिक्विड था फिर सॉलिड बना, right? So this is how temperature decrease will lead to formation of solids. Now see conversion of solid into liquid. Concept is same here also. सॉलिड था कोई सब्सटेंस, वो लिक्विड कैसे हुआ, बिकॉज टू दैट सॉलिड सब्सटेंस वी हैव प्रोवाइडेड अ लॉट ऑफ टेम्परेचर. टेम्परेचर प्रोवाइड उसका इंक्रीज किया, मतलब उसको क्या प्रोवाइड की, हीट. हीट प्रोवाइड करने से व्हाट हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड, काइनेटिक एनर्जी. काइनेटिक एनर्जी हैज़ लेड टू मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल्स, एंड दैट मीन्स दे माइट हैव बीन कन्वर्टेड नाउ इनटू लिक्विड्स बिकॉज द पार्टिकल्स हैव स्लाइटली started moving. So that conversion of solid into liquid is called as melting, or also called as fusion. See, solid ice on heating has converted into liquid. Example I have taken of ice and water. That what happens if you remove the tray of ice from your freezer and put it in a normal room temperature, slowly and steadily you will see that ice has turned into water. Why has it happened? Because in refrigerator your temperature was very low, so the particles couldn't have that much movement, क्योंकि उनको पास temperature नहीं था, heat नहीं थी, energy नहीं थी तो कोई movement नहीं हो रही थी. But once you have taken it out of the fridge, now temperature has been increased for it. फ्रिज में तो कहाँ वो बहुत कम टेम्परेचर पे प्रेजेंट थे, बट नाउ व्हेन यू हैव टेकन इट आउट, ऑटोमेटिकली देयर टेम्परेचर हैज इंक्रीज्ड. जब उनका टेम्परेचर बढ़ गया तो हीट बढ़ा, हीट से काइनेटिक एनर्जी से मूवमेंट बढ़ी, एंड दस दे गॉट कन्वर्टेड इनटू देयर लिक्विड स्टेट, दैट इज वाटर. That is what is written, that increased temperature at which particles overcome the strong force of attraction. तब तक हम उसको हीट करते हैं ताकि उसकी जो particles हैं वो अपनी force of attraction से बाहर आ जाए, right? So the temperature at which ice melts and turn into water is called at melting point. This is an additional fact, additional theory you can say, कि वो temperature जिस पे जो ice है that is converting into liquid, which has changed into liquid, which is changed into water, that will be called as melting point. And we all know that ice melts at 0 degree Celsius, right? Below 0 degree Celsius it is frozen. हम कहते हैं ना सर्दियों में टेम्परेचर माइनस में जा रहा है, ठंड बहुत बढ़ रही है, तो that means when the temperature is going into minus, it is getting lower means it is the more cold effect is coming. And if it is coming beyond 0 degree Celsius, that means it is melting. So what is the melting temperature of ice? The melting temperature of ice is 0 degree Celsius. We called it as melting point, and this whole process is called as melting or fusion. Moving into next, as solid into liquid was called as melting, liquid into gas is called as vaporization or boiling. Please understand this very carefully, because in further coming videos we will be dealing with evaporation, that is also exactly the same, but then I will make you understand then what is the difference between boiling and evaporation. So please understand this boiling here in detail. Same concept. Liquid has converted into gas, Similarly, temperature has been increased, so particles का force of attraction weak हो गया and they have started moving and they have converted into gas. The only difference is कि जिस temperature पे that liquid has turned into water vapor or it has started boiling, that is called as its boiling point. So water turns into water vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. These two facts are very common. We've been studying since class 6th, right? Also, you can now say that in kitchen, when you are boiling water, the temperature at which it starts boiling, that is its boiling point, and the temperature that has attained is 100 degrees Celsius. Moving on to the next part. Now, reverse. We have already converted solid into liquid, liquid into gas. Now we will go reverse. Gas into liquid, liquid into solid. Now you yourself tell, when we have to convert gas into liquid, what will happen? There has to develop force of attraction. The movement of particle has to be reduced. Then only the particles will come closer to each other and turn into liquid. So for this we will decrease the temperature. Temperature will decrease, cooling effect will come, kinetic energy will decrease, and this will develop some force of attraction. So this process is reverse to boiling. So the particles develop certain force of attraction and get converted into liquid. Obviously it is reverse of boiling. What was boiling? Boiling was conversion of liquid into gas. But here we are converting gas back into liquid. So this is reverse of boiling. Therefore, it is converted into liquid. The only difference is here we have lowered the temperature to decrease the kinetic energy of the particle. Thus, they will remain concise in a beaker and will get converted into liquid. Liquid to solid. This process is called as freezing or solidification. Right? I have forgot to mention that where it was converting gas into liquid, it is called as condensation. Though we have already studied condensation in water cycle in every class which has been coming since yet now, right? But still you might not get confused, so I have mentioned it again. Now, liquid into solid. When liquid gets converted into solid, we all know we fill the ice trays with water, keep it in the refrigerator. When we see it after some hours, it has been converted into ice. So this point, that temperature at which the liquid gets converted into solid, that is called as its freezing point. That is reverse to melting, and this process is also called as solidification. That only happens, same concept, temperature is decreased in the refrigerator, the particles remain concise, they develop more stronger force of attraction, they stop their movement and hence they convert into solid. Now, there is also a phenomenon in which solid will get directly converted into gas without the liquid stage, and gas will directly convert it into the solid without liquid stage. When does this happen? This happens when we increase the temperature a lot. Like for example, we have to convert solid into gas. There is a substance called solid. We are providing repeatedly increased temperature to it. So what will happen? There come a point in which that solid will directly convert into gases, because the particles, they will attain so much of kinetic energy due to that increased temperature that they will move erratically beyond their speed. They will spread into a large wider space, and when the particles are spread into larger space with a lot of space between them, that means it has converted into gas. Vice versa will also happen. Gas molecules, when you give them a lot of low temperature, you provide a great cooling effect to them, they will get converted into solid, because immediately the particles will come so close to each other and develop so stronger force of attraction that there will be no little space also. Thus this process also occur where direct conversion of solid to gas or gas to solid takes place, and this is called as sublimation. You can read it out also. This happens when solids are heated at high temperature, they directly gas converted into vapor state, and vice versa also happens. This is called as sublimation. Now there are some examples. Naphthalene balls that disappear after season when kept in the woolen cloths. You might have seen your mothers, when they pack the woolen cloths, they keep some white tablets inside them. There is round white balls which we called as naphthalene balls. That also has the same phenomenon, that naphthalene balls are solid when we keep them, but inside those woolen clothes which emit a lot of heat, what happens, that lot of heat converts those particles of naphthalene balls into gaseous particles. That means that heat provides a lot of kinetic energy to those particles, that they spread here and there randomly and disappear, evaporate into the atmosphere. So we see no naphthalene walls when we take the clothes out after whole summer season. Second example is dry ice that gets converted into vapor of carbon dioxide gas. This I will take in detail also by the end of the chapter, but here you can understand this much only, that dry ice is solid in nature, that also gets converted into carbon dioxide gas directly without any liquid stage in between. So this is a flow chart where you can see that solid converting into liquid, this is called as melting. Liquid back into solid is called freezing. Liquid into gases is called evaporation. Gases into liquid is called condensation. While direct conversion of solid into gases is called as sublimation. We have studied freezing, melting, condensation, sublimation. The process of evaporation will be taken in detail in the next part. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please let me know through the comments. I'm here to sort them out. Thank you very much.